freshman with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard position.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Adams. And it's Morant at the elbow. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything. And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now, here's Bane. Back to Morant. Adams, right side. He dishes it to Morant. Lock at 6. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Bane. The Cavaliers making the shot. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Here's Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
And the pass to Adams. Bane against Mitchell. And Desmond Bane with the 3.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Mitchell against Morant. Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Been a scorer since entering into the league. Garland drawing lots of attention.
The Cavaliers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Bane kicks to Morant. Lets a floater go. Memphis moving it around. Here's Brooks. Allen with the rebound. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The 3 kept alive. Mobley outside. Pass to Garland. Here's Mitchell. And the rejection by Jackson. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It will be a jump ball.
And they recover it. Rocket 2. Mobley finds Mitchell. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Morant. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Garland with it. Now defended by Bane. Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
What an incredible elevator. Don't tell Mitchell he's 6 feet. Donovan plays way bigger.
Morant dishes to Adams. Excellent D there from Allen.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Mitchell. Goes back up. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Bain's got 5 points so far.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Passes it to Garland. Down low. Mitchell outside. Mitchell is double. Back to Garland. Over Bain. And that one hits back iron.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Morant with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Bain, no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Mitchell puts up a deep three. And they'll get another chance. Mobley finds Garland. Good on the triple. He's got 5.
He doesn't waste any time right there thinking about it. Garland gets that hot pass and he moves.
And finished off by Morant.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. At the end of one, a closely contested game. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, well, what's your take?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. They've got Kennard. He's out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Conchar in at the small forward. Kennard against LeVert. Aldama with the rebound. Memphis leading. Here's Jones. That one, no good. Good D by Rubio. To the middle, here's Lopez. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And contact on the shots. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's
the previous play is under
real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The feed now to Clark, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Inside, here's Wade, and then Wade slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And you see the open floor speed of LeVert, a great athlete who just needs to stay healthy to reach his potential.
Jones kicks to Kennard. Unloads. He's off on that one, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. GA, it wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come.
Pass to LeVert. Over Jones. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Clark outside. Clark a screen on Rubio. Here's Jones. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Rubio right side. Wade outside. They swipe it. Jones against LeVert. The pass to Aldama. Back to Kennard. They set the pick. They need this one. And that's 2 points on the layup. Kennard's got 4 points this quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
From inside, here's Lopez.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
Kennard with the ball. He's picked up by LeVert.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. LeVert's got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that one's good by Clark.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Osman, the pass to LeVert. 1:11 left in the first half. And it's Osman missing. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. Down low. Here's Conchar. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Clock is at 3. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
LeVert against Kennard. Rubio outside. Wade with no one around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wade's got 5.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Jones dishes to Clark. Memphis moving it around. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Conchar, the pass to Aldama. Here's Kennard. Misses off the right angle. Here's Osman. And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
Your Cavaliers, 25. The Grizzlies, 21.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
In at small forward and power forward, it's Okoro and Mobley. Mitchell is out there with Garland. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
From past the arc, connects from 3-point range. He's got 11.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around him.
Brooks outside. Here's Bain. Outside for Jackson. Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Evan Mobley.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022,
he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Mitchell looking it over. He takes it in. Here's Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. With the crossover, and Morant throws it down.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Garland kicks to Okoro. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Steven Adams picks one up. Greg, an outstanding scorer. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level in the playoff, doesn't he?
And Kevin, how about all of his averages go up come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight, and like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
Morant against Mitchell. Banked in off the glass. Mitchell's got 9 points here in the second half.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And Morant throws it down.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Garland dishes to Allen. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists in the game. Morant against Garland. Adams, the pass to Bain. Here's Morant. Jackson has the open look. Nailed from three-point land. Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Mitchell outside. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Rigid for the Cavs, the progress that Darius Garland has made in just a few seasons is nothing short of remarkable.
Well, he took a giant leap last year, and he got better in just about every offensive category, and people recognized it. He was 3rd in most improved player voting and probably would have finished a little bit higher had they not dealt with injuries at the end of the season.
And he was an all-star.
Yes, sir.
Garland left side. Mitchell is doubled. Pass to Mobley. Kicks it out to Mitchell for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Proving how coachable he is. Mobley, this man is building a pretty decent passing game.
Here's Bain. Makes it off the glass. Bain's got 7 points in the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The drive by Mitchell.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Allen, that's good.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Morant. They get it back. On the wing, Jackson tries again. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cavaliers. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human. Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Morant passes to Bane.
Amazing that Bane fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. Look at his size, the strength, the range of his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team, while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Big frame, good score. Pump fake for Allen was too much for the defense.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Cleveland. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You also love that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Count it.
Just like his pops, Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, look, this man, when he gets close to the hoop, it is pretty much automatic. You can't let that happen.
Mitchell finds Garland. Back to Mitchell. Morant with the steal. Jackson with it. Garland picks him up. Mobley against Bane. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Out to the right wing. Garland is doubled. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant passes to Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Kicks it out to Garland. Traps in the tray.
Those are huge points from Darius Garland. This guy has become the go-to man for them in these moments. And look, you know what? Teammates need him to be big in these big moments.
Kick out to Adams. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Mitchell is double. Kicks it out to Garland. And a miss there on the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant surveying the D. Passes it to Adams. Jackson down low. Covered by Mitchell. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Cleveland leading by 3. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Karis LeVert's checked in for Garland. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Allen. And Allen slams it in.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
On the wing, Bane. Covered by Mitchell. Pass to Brooks. Jackson setting the pick here for Brooks. LeVert grabs the miss. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the unpredictable nature of Mitchell is hard to game plan against, especially when he drives.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Bane kicks to Adams. Morant outside. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. .41 seconds left in the fourth. And so LeVert will bring it up for Cleveland. Mobley right side. And the rejection by Jackson.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
At LeVert. Okoro with it. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. It falls!
The potential of Jaren Jackson is endless. A center who has a tremendous gem.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. What a show they put on here.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. And here's Garland. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Highland in at the point. They retain possession. 5 on the clock. Here's Okoro. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle. Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Here's Mitchell, following the score by the Clippers. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Here's Highland. Covington inside. Leonard outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
He's perfect from the line this time. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
And the Clippers with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. Pass to Zubac. It's Covington on the wing. Here's Highland. Leonard outside. Shoots over Mobley. Leonard can't get it to go. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Garland. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. On Robert Covington. The first one falls.
And you know, guys, I don't think too many people expected the resurgence we saw from the Cavs last season. It started with their defense.
Well, in terms of their D, the Cavs have gone from one of the softer teams in the league to one of the toughest.
Well, think about this. I mean, they're a young team. They play with tremendous energy, and we see that in the way they get after it on defense.
Now here's George. Got it from about 16 feet.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
Mitchell with the ball. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
Big-time move to the rack. And look, his teammates are loving it.
Yeah, so am I. Everybody loves an aerial show. Here's Highland. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. And George with the basket on the assist by Zubac. George has gotten his second bucket on the night. Allen a screen. Outside for Mitchell. Hits a three-pointer.
At the arc, Donovan Mitchell can be devastating. He's a confident shooter who will take any look he gets.
Pass to George. Leonard outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
That gives him the lead.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
Pass to Garland. And finished off by Garland.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Covington. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Now Zubats. Pass to Highland. Here's George. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Here's Mitchell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Grant Donovan Mitchell wears the number 45. Not one we see a lot of in the NBA.
That's true, B.A. But Donovan's got a good reason to wear it, paying homage to Michael Jordan. Mitchell said growing up, everyone always took 23, so he went to MJ's return number, 45.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubats. Second chance shot. And it's good on the lay-in. Zubats has gotten his second bucket of the game. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And it's Mitchell. The miss. Shoots from 14. It doesn't go for him. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Darius Garland is out there with Mitchell, and it's Okoro in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Here's Highland. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Garland. Covington. And too long on the shot. The Cavs trailing. Here's Garland. Denied by Leonard.
This is the power of the claw in action. Kawhi Leonard using his natural gifts to gobble up that shot.
Now here's Leonard. 6 points for him. To the left wing. Here's Highland. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Rejected by Allen. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Cavaliers have surprised many with their ascension. Coach Bickerstaff said they had to be really patient through some difficult times, but his star center, Jared Allen, said, quote, no matter who's in front of us, big or small, we're going to go out there and fight till the end. Brian?
Yeah, that's what got him here, Allie. Thank you. So it's the Cavaliers now. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Mitchell into the lane. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
The 3. Highland misses.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Got a piece of it. Zubats with a screen on Garland. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Mitchell up top. George defending. Pass to Allen. Back to Mitchell. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubats has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Highland. Allen defending. Back to George. Leonard outside. Here's Highland. Pass to George.
2 minutes.
Inside, Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now here's Garland. Pass to Allen. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
Here's Highland. Zubac's with it. Now here's Leonard. Out of bounds. It'll be Cavaliers ball. And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. LeVert with the ball. Picked up by Plumlee. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Rubio against Westbrook. Here's Osman. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And when you're looking around the league talking about guys with pure point guard skills, Rubio's name is right there.
Westbrook, the pass to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Lopez. Back to Rubio. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Rubio drives in. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Here's Batum. No good on the triple. And the first half comes to an end. We've been rally as always. Thank you. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Eric Gordon is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Norman Powell. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Batum in at the 4. Here's Westbrook. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Here's LeVert. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's on Norman Powell. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
Pass to Westbrook. Out to Powell. Westbrook outside. Shot clock at 3. To the paint. Plumlee, no good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned. Russell Westbrook's ranks on the all-time list are incredible. He's in the top 100 for points, rebounds, assists, and steals. And don't forget, he's the triple-double king.
And the Clippers have possession after the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Gordon outside. Batum left side. Powell outside. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And with Westbrook, is there anyone you could see breaking his triple-double record?
BA, I think Luka Doncic has a chance. He's already in the top 10 on that list and has a long career ahead of him. I remember thinking no one would break Oscar's record, but Russell did it.
Now here's Powell. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Rubio passes to LeVert. Westbrook comes with a double. This for the tie. Poke loose. Gordon with a steal. And it's Powell off the drive. Up top, Batum. Ball stolen. Going inside. Osman on the wing. Plumlee against Lopez. Oh, it misses! Had a chance to tie it. And after a few seasons of anemic offense, the Cavs have finally started to turn things around.
Yes, they have, and they made a big step forward. Now, there's a nice balance to their offense. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Picked by Covington. Here's Highland. Cavaliers with a rebound. Outside Mitchell. He takes it in, and the layup is good off the glass. Mitchell's got 13 now.
This is what Donovan Mitchell wants to do. Drive the ball, get a bucket, a foul, or both.
Pass to George. Lays it up and banks it in. Give him 8.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Now here's Mitchell. 13 points in the game. Mobley, a screen on George. Allen on the wing. This for the tie. Not going to go that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Mitchell. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Opposing defenders know what Robert Covington is capable of, giving him no room.
He hits the second from the line. The Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Here's Garland. It's rebounded by George. The Clippers in the lead. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the drive. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. To the inside. Allen. Second shot opportunity. Here's Okoro. Down low. Mobley passes to Allen. With the drive. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. And so it's Los Angeles leading by 6. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others. It's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Okoro at the 3 with Mobley at the 4. Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. And it's Allen in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Here's Leonard after the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Allen brings a double team. Here's Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists in the game. And for Los Angeles, their shooting is around 55% so far. Out to the wing. Back to George. To the paint. Pass to Highland. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Rejected by George. Now Leonard. George with it. This one for 3. Mobley grabs the board. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. It's stolen by Leonard.
Excellent defensive instincts leading to the quick reaction.
And the basket by Highland. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Well, another thing to look at is their impressive block numbers. They have not been giving shooters an easy time tonight, knocking away lots of shots.
And he drops the first.
At the line for your Cavaliers.
Both good from the line that time. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And here's George. Pass to Highland. Takes the 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Mitchell. Misses from short range. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. George outside. Leonard passes to Zubac. Here's Highland. It's picked off. Outside Garland. Pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Now here's Leonard. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Pass to Highland. Now Covington. Out to Leonard. Stolen by Mitchell.
He set that trap up perfectly. I mean, he had the inside-out pass scouted and jumped right on it. Man, good whistle there.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Garland hits them both.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Here's Highland, checked by Mitchell. For 3, Covington. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Mitchell with the slam.
This just goes with the narrative. Mitchell is a baller, wants to be considered among the best in the game.
For the finish, and finished off by Garland. Neither team able to build the lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
Highland gets the 3 ball to go. And And the Clippers lead by 1.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Now here's Mobley. Allen, the pass to Garland. Goes back up. And he buries it.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Zubac against Garland. Allen brings a double team. Leonard for 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Mitchell. Pass to Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mitchell.
I saw it.
Wow.
And he saw it.
Boom. He jams it straight down.
The youngster's not going to buckle or fold. Donovan Mitchell is not afraid of the moment.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Zubac with a screen on Mobley. George passes to Covington. Back to George. And it's in. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the strike.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're behind by 3. 7 seconds left in the 4th. All right, guys, what do you think?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a 5.
And so the big win by Cleveland in a tight game. That was an incredible...
game. Important to make a splash in hostile territory. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Highland in at the point guard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won finals MVP. And Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And here is Los Angeles now after the three-pointer from Desmond Bane. Passes to Highland. Clock at 6. Here's George. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. And finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he looked running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Leonard, the pass to Covington, stolen by Brooks. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Here's Bane. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now, here's Covington. Outside, George, just 5 on the clock. Zubac trying to break loose. The shot by George, no good. Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Morant. Banked in off the glass. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside. And when you look at Paul George, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Highland passes to George. And Adams sends it back. And then Morant slams it in.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's Highland. George looking over the floor. And there's the drive. And Adams sends it back.
Well, the size of Steven Adams, one thing, but persistence is another.
There's 1:47 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Adams with it. Now Covington defending. And a wide open look for Bane. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Not going to go that time. To the inside. Out to Brooks. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Outside, Bane. And too long on the shot.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Leonard with no one around. Off target from outside. Memphis leading by 12. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. George passes to Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender, using the old pump fake.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Morant. 6 points for him. Outside, Bane, and it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's Highland, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
And superb job by Morant there.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Here's Covington, following the basket by John Morant. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Highland misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Morant finds Jackson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Highland's shot is good.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
George against Morant. Adams, the pass to Bane. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Clippers trail by 11. Here's Highland. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Highland's got 5 points now this quarter.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
And the basket is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And that one, good.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Kennard for 3. Good on the three-point shot. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities. And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Tillman. Here's Highland. He's got 7. It's picked off. The pass to Kennard. The dish now to Jones. Pass to Aldama. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Aldama's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Highland. Defended by Jones. In the corner, George with it. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. On the wing, Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Nailed from three-point land.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Left side, Jones. Pass to Conchar. Here's Aldama. Six on the shot clock. Back to Jones. Knocked away. And he stays with it. Kennard finds Jones. Back to Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from Clark. Clippers trail by 15. Here's Highland. 7 points in the game. The Clippers again turning it over. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Eric Gordon subbed in for Paul George. Now here's Jones. And again, Memphis no good. Here's Highland. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
With the drive. Kennard for 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And if the defense is going to shut down one thing with Kennard, I'd start with the three-point.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bane.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And the Clippers call time here. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Batum is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Gordon in at the 2 spot. Now, here's Clark. Jones dishes to Clark. Westbrook against Kennard. Here's Batum. A beautiful reverse layup. Batum's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Clippers.
And Russell right now playing heads up, looking for guys.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Here's Westbrook after Memphis gets the 3. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Jones looking for an opening. To the middle. Aldama passes to Clark. here's Aldama. Kicks it out to Jones. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Puts one up from 19, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
Westbrook kicks to Gordon. The fadeaway. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt. And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now, here's Kennard. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Concho. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 4 assists in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
.158 left in the third. Jones, the pass to Concho. Kennard for 3. He can't hit that time.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the basket by Gordon.
Great concentration from Eric Gordon, who caps off the drive with the basket.
Here's Jones after Eric Gordon's bucket. Jones, the pass to Clark. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Here's Gordon. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Those are the kind of high percentage looks that Eric Gordon knocks down on a very regular basis.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Jones kicks to Kennard. Back to Jones. Pulls up. Again, Memphis.
Good vision from Kennard there, just spotting the shooter who's ready to knock it down.
Highland passes to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. To the wing right side. The feed to Jones. Aldama passes to Jones. Now Kennard. The pass to Aldama. Off the left rim and out.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
Kennard with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Off target from three-point range. George from deep three-point land, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with us. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5. Roam in the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And George hits the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Bain against Zubac. Adams fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
The power of Steven Adams, able to finish through contact, plus he's rewarded with the trip now to the free throw line.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages. Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
Memphis leading by 12. Outside, Bain. Pulls from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clipper shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Finished off the break. Highlands got 4 this quarter.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Paul George with the steal. Down low, Morant with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. The Grizzlies with another miss. Clippers trail by 10. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. The shot by George, wide open. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And this offensive explosion has narrowed the gap.
Morant with a wide open look. Drops in the tray. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Really taking advantage of every scoring opportunity. They've somehow found a way to make this thing exciting.
And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
Outside, George. Fires for 3. Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive. Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Outside Leonard fires the 3. Brooks grabs the board.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
And the dunk by Zubac.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Thank you, David. And he hits it and gets hacked on the... And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I I think when it comes to some of the more difficult
Previous players
calls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coach.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Man's checked in. The free throw drops for Zubac.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Morant passes to Adams. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's George into the lane. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson.
How many times have we seen Paul George single-handedly just close out games by himself? We'll see if this is one of those times.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Brooks finds Jackson. Now Bane. Inside.
You'd think Adams is a smart target for a foul, but he might just surprise you.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So he comes up empty, missing both. A critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
In the corner, George with it. George double team. Pass to man. It's good.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Bane passes to Jackson. Money!
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Bane against George. 6 on the shot clock. And so they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And with the game in the balance, PG is a good bet to deliver.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
action coming up. And both teams tonight unafraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
And the Cleveland starting five. Okoro at the 3 with Mobley at the 4. Darius Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. And then Morant with the dunk.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Bain, the pass to Adams. Morant with it. Back to Adams. Good, and the setup by Morant.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter. The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Shot clock at 6. Out to Garland. Jacks up at 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Just over a minute and a half in. Adams, shot's good. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
And Mitchell with the slam.
Well, the dribble drive game with Donovan Mitchell will keep defenders guessing. Boy, you've got to deal with every aspect of an offensive arsenal with this guy.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Outside for Mitchell. Mitchell double team. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Jumps up. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low. Working around the contact and getting it to go.
And Morant over to help. Pass to Okoro. To the wing on the left. Here's Mobley. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
2 open that time. Made it look easy. Jackson's got 5 points.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks. They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Back to Okoro. On the wing, Mitchell. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams.
It can be an overlooked aspect of his game, but Donovan Mitchell excellent at getting to the free throw line. That's because of the pressure he can put on your defense.
And one of the big names on the move this past summer was Donovan Mitchell. Now, you figured his time in Utah was up as the team decided to change their core up. Could be a game changer, though, with this roster, even with all they gave up to get him.
As physical a player as there is in the entire NBA, Steven Adams putting the defense in a tough spot.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Well, Okoro is a team-first guy that wants to involve his teammates. Pretty pass there.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Now Bain. Adams a screen. 19-footer. And the basket by Bain.
pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And the shot goes in.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
Garland against Morant. Up and in on the layup. Morant's got 6.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Mitchell. The putback. Pass to Okoro. On the wing, Mitchell. Hounded by Morant. Garland for 3. And it's Bane with the rebound. And here's Morant outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Memphis. They have... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with Luke Kennard. John Conchar is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at power forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. When you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Here's Osman. Off with the layup. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. There's the double team with Rubio. Kennard with it. Now LeVert defending. Here's Aldama. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Clark, no good. Well, the Cavaliers shooting just 38% for this game so far. Pass to Lopez. Back to Rubio. To the middle. Here's LeVert. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Brandon Clark.
Well, you're seeing another element of Caris LeVert's game. The shot fake, tough to stay down on if you're that defensive player.
Both free throws good for LeVert.
When you think about Caris LeVert, to me, he's a proven scorer in this league already. Absolutely has a knack for getting to the cup and can create room for himself in the mid-range.
Pass to Aldama. Good work defensively by Lopez. LeVert goes against Kennard. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
How about that authority from Mr. Caris LeVert? Go ahead, sir.
And when you look at LeVert, he's been hindered by injuries throughout his career, Doris.
There's no doubt. In his first 6 seasons, he only had 1 campaign in which he played more than 58 games. The guy has had multiple injuries. He just hasn't been able to catch a break. Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Pass to Rubio. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Clock is at 3. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And here's LeVert for 3. to the wing, right side. Now here's Clark, guarded closely. LeVert with a rebound. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Rubio finds LeVert. Here's Osman. Back to LeVert. Outside Rubio. Over to the wing. Pass to Lopez. Nifty move. And it's Lopez with the jam.
You know, they don't have an answer for that. You know, Robin is just exerting his will on the inside there.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Kennard right side. Here's Aldama, covered by Lopez. And pushing it up, here's Cleveland. Back to Rubio. LeVert outside. Pass to Wade. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Boy, one big takeaway from the Cavaliers last season was the impact Evan Mobley has on the defensive end. This is a 7-footer who can guard multiple positions.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Lopez. Okoro comes in for Osman. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for LeVert. And Garland is subbed in for Rubio. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Let's remember that that break was started by Jared Allen's steal. What an ignition.
Outside Jones. Kicks it out to Kennard. There's the triple. He's off on that one. And Cleveland will come the other way. That free throw is good for Mitchell.
I don't think anyone could have predicted, based off the numbers he put up in college, that Donovan Mitchell would be an elite NBA scorer. But he's a 3-level guy and not afraid in the big moments.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Mobley's checked in.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
That free throw is good for Mitchell. Both free throws good for Mitchell.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morant. Oh, and just miss after miss right now.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
And then Morant with the dunk.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Grizzlies up by 3. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Donovan Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. And it's Okoro in at small forward.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell is he is an attacking, scoring point guard. He can get off the dribble drive. He's a great threat at the rim because of that elite athleticism. Every chance he gets, he's looking to attack.
Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Garland against Bain. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Double team on Mitchell. On the wing, Mitchell. Drops in the layup for 2. Mitchell's got 13. Mitchell's scoring abilities have often been a difference maker, Doris.
The BA, that's been especially true in the playoffs. Highly competitive, all about the right things.
Here's Okoro. Outside for Mitchell. This for the tie. Hits the trifecta. Mitchell's got 7 now in this quarter.
This is when it gets scary for defenses because Donovan Mitchell is comfortable, he's in rhythm, and he's torching the defense right now.
Here's Morant. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Mitchell. Denied by Morant. And he recovers it. Outside Garland for the lead. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be... And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still.
The previous play is under
video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Cleveland calls timeout. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Garland. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Here's Bane. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Pass to Okoro. The 3. Buries it from 3. Okoro's got 5.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
Here's Morant, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen. And Morant drops them both. Cleveland has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's Okoro. Brooks defending. Garland against Morant. Right wing. Back to Adams. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mobley's got 5 rebounds in the game. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Outside Bane, the 3 is up. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist with that last one.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Oh, Adams with the block.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
Morant against Garland. Morant, the pass to Bane. Brooks with it. Adams with a screen on Mitchell. And it's Brooks missing.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the 3rd. Pass to Jackson. Outside for Morant. Morant got the loose ball, but that'll be a backcourt violation. There's 31 seconds left in the 3rd. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
When Donovan Mitchell is this close to the cup, the defender has got to feel a bit uneasy.
Both free throws good for Mitchell. There's 18 seconds left in the 3rd. Mitchell against Bane to the inside. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be Evan Mobley. The free throw drops for Adams.
What I love about Steven Adams is he approaches the game with a level of physicality that sets a tone for his team. Outstanding defensively and growing offensively. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Jaren Jackson out there with Steven Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Mitchell against Morant. Garland for 3. They get it back. Driving to the basket. The Grizzlies pull it in. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Garland against Bane. Down low. Outside for Morant. Brooks left side. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Pass to Mitchell. Mitchell double team. Here's Okoro. Out to the right wing. Back to Garland. 6 on the shot clock. And another miss by Cleveland.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
From the wing. And it's Memphis with another.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Outside for Mitchell. And he can't get that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. The 3 from Bane. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got rebound number 8 now. Mitchell with the ball, guarded by Morant. Mitchell double team. Okoro on the wing. Back to Garland. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And there's Jackson on the assist from Bane. Bane's got 3 assists now in this one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. The 3 from Okoro. Here's Mobley. Misses, and the dry spell continues. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Inside. Here's Jackson. The 3 from Bane. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Morant. The rebound by Allen. If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
From deep, Mobley. Oh, Adams with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. A minute 20 left in the game. Pass to Allen. From behind the arc.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Grizzlies.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
From deep, Mitchell. He can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Morant outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Jackson, the pass to Brooks. Here's Bane. Oh, powered down with both hands.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch.
because, Greg, these two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Mitchell is out there with Garland. And it's Okoro in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Okoro. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you figured once Gobert was traded, it was a matter of time before Mitchell was moved as well. You knew a team would jump at the chance to add him, and here we are now. A new start with a starring role for Donovan Mitchell.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
To the paint. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Passes it to Okoro. Kicks it out to Allen. Cleveland moving the ball around. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
So much reach. Allen using that wingspan to his advantage.
Now, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff.
Thanks, Kevin. I expect this to be an inside-out kind of game. This team has a lot of shooters who can really get going once they hit a few. We'll see if they can get on a roll from out there. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Leonard, the pass to Highland. Here's Leonard. He kicks to Covington. Leonard with a screen on Garland. The tray. Here's Highland. Kept alive. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Garland, the pass to Allen. Out to the right wing. Back to Mobley. Mitchell in the corner. Fires from deep. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Proving how coachable he is. Mobley, this man is building a pretty decent passing game. Looking at this Cleveland Cavaliers team, this is a squad that really wants to get out of that championship team shadow. They want to establish their own identity.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has 5. In the corner, it's Mobley. Here's Mitchell. In the corner, Okoro with it. A 3-pointer off the mark.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We talked about it, Richard. The city of Cleveland eternally grateful to LeBron for winning them a title back in 2016.
And so is the franchise, but it's understandable why these players want to be given respect on what they've done for this team since he left, especially considering the recent success they've had with this young crew.
Now, here's Garland. Leonard with the steal. Stolen by Okoro. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by George. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
Can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Mann's checked in for the Clippers. Garland kicks to Mobley. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. That puts them in the lead.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Kicks it out to Garland. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has 5.
Allen has to be in the conversation for the best roll man in the league right now. Look, he sets solid screens, and then he's an efficient finisher down low.
Back to Covington. Outside for George. Mann passes to George. George double teamed. Here's Zubats. Good on the baseline, Jay. Zubats has got 6.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
In the corner, it's Mobley. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well, he has such tremendous upside, Evan Mobley, and we've even heard coaches express jealousy that J.B. Bickerstaff gets to coaching.
Young big men usually take time to adapt to this league, not him. Beyond the production, you love his maturity and the leadership by example.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Garland kicks to Mitchell. Takes the 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. Well, that was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Mann in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Outside Garland. From deep. They get it back. Now the pass to Mobley. Kicks it out to Garland. 5 on the clock. No good on the 3.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Mann passes to Leonard. And the 3 off target. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Mitchell left side. Pass to Okoro. Garland with it. And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary coaches. And speaking of coaching, that's something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love my job right now, and you know why I love my job? Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual. George, no good. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Outside Leonard. Down low. Covington's shot is off. Cleveland has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Mobley throws it down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a burn.
And the dunk by Zubac. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The free throw drops for Zubac. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Mobley against Covington. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And it's off from three-point range. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Going inside. In the corner, George with it. The three-pointer is right on target. And now a 5-point Clipper lead.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner. And he nails it.
And good that time. Mitchell's got 9 points.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Pass to man. Inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Leonard with the steal. To the middle. Stolen by Okoro. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Garland with it. Now Covington defending. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Not a long way up for Mobley, but he rises to the rim for the finish.
Los Angeles leading by 3. One area Isaac Okoro has shown lots of growth, Richard, is in his defense.
Yeah, he's becoming a talented stopper. You got to find ways to get on the floor, and defense is one of them. It's something you can tell he's worked on, but there's just something about his natural ability and the way he's leaned into it.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Clippers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside, George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you. The option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Passes it to LeVert. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Westbrook with it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The former MVP, the hunger and energy Westbrook plays with each and every night is downright infectious.
And he's good on the second. Just 4 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg. Thanks so much, David, and we'll...
Your Clippers, 28, the Cavaliers, 24.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. They've got Karis LeVert. Also, Ricky Rubio's out there. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. Gordon against LeVert. Kicks it out to Rubio. Off target with his 3. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Batum, a screen on Wade. Westbrook passes to Batum and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it, and it's a completely new group for Cleveland. Well, Cleveland shooting well. They're at 45%. Mitchell right side. In the corner, it's Mobley. Okoro kicks to Garland. In the corner, it's Mobley. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Mobley's got 9.
Shooting while in rhythm. Good to see Mobley firing with no hesitation.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now, and let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. The shot by George, wide open. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 10 points for him.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do.
As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape a defense like Mobley did.
It kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. But Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter. Boy, sky is the limit for him defensively.
Covington's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Mitchell dishes to Allen. And it's Mitchell missing.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
For Los Angeles, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And this game belongs to Mobley so far, just doing it all on the offensive end.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Allen outside. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 1:46 left to play in the third. There's Garland, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And with Darius Garland, the first All-Star game appearance was so special for him.
Yeah, playing in that 2022 game in his home arena in Cleveland. And he played for Team LeBron. That also helped. Garland had some highlight reel plays. He scored 13 points. It's pretty good coming off the bench. He's proving that he belongs with the NBA's best.
Leonard against Mobley. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Mobley.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Mitchell right side. And Mobley throws it down.
When you're guarding Mobley, you have to finish the possession on D. Seal him off, or Evan, look, this man is going to punish you on that glass.
Outside, George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jared Allen, and this is his second trip to the line in the game. That free throw good from George. Wade, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Both shots good from the stripe. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Garland kicks to Okoro. And the rejection by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks.
Plumlee with the screen. And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 7. Allen passes to Garland. Plumlee with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And again, no good by the Clippers.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close with... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. George dishes to Plumlee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Man can't hit. Stolen by Zubac. Kicks it to Plumlee. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Plumlee's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
Here's man, guarded by Garland. The 3 from George. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation
is. Zubac with the screen for George. There's the pass to man. Screen by Zubac. Lock at 6. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Wade kicks to Okoro. Kicks it out to Garland. Pass to Wade. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Left side, Leonard. Back to George. Stolen by Okoro. Allen passes to Mitchell. And the shot is good. Mitchell's got it back down to single digits for the Cavs.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
Plumlee with the screen. Pass to Zubac. Here's man. Fires the 3. George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want. The other, not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And perhaps the best defender in the NBA, Leonard's huge hands and quick instincts help him grab a ton of steals.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. LeVert kicks to Osman. Here's Lopez. A 3-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Here's Lopez. Leonard with the steal. Tipped away. Here's Mann, covered by Rubio. Mann passes to Zubac. A shot off that time, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. To the inside, Leonard with the steal. George looking over the floor. And he banks in the layup. George has got 11 in the second half.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other two.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
LeVert from outside. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own. Here now, the Clippers. They're on a 16-6 run, and that one drops for him.
And on offense, George has looked totally focused. He's clearly committed to having a big game tonight.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And the dunk by Zubac.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Paul George with the steal. Good D by Mobley. And it's Rubio with the ball for Cleveland. LeVert with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Lopez outside. Over in the corner, Osman. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
In the corner, George with it. Passes it to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires from the wing. Unable to get that one. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the and Grant with got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides, and that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center spot. Here's George. Here's Zubats. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Moran. Two shots, two makes. Off to a good start.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Covington passes to Zubats. Leonard on the wing. Adams grabs the miss.
How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Up top, Zubats. George finds Leonard. To end the run. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Seems like every year Kawhi Leonard averages around 6 or 7 free throws a game. About the same as KD and LeBron.
And Leonard. Drops them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
And stolen by Covington. Leonard with the ball. Checked by Brooks. It's Covington on the wing. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Oh, Adams with the block.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
Shot clock at 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Moran with it. 7 points in the game. And it's Adams missing.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Leonard passes to Covington. To the paint. Stolen by Bain. And now the Grizzlies on the run. From deep, Morant. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Gotta honor Morant's 3-ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there. Dillon Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player.
Now here's Covington. Back to Man. Covington, a screen on Morant. Here's Man. Not going to go that time. Morant with a defensive effort. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. The 3 from Bain. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. As for Dylan Brooks, he's the glue that holds these guys together, Smitty.
No doubt, BA, he's their emotional leader on this team. He can take over games at times offensively. He is really the heartbeat of this club.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. And then Morant with the dunk.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Pass to Covington. Here's Mann. Out to Covington. Oh, stolen by Morant. On the break. From deep, Bane. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, and there's the whistle. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt.
The previous play is under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
Man, as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Come on and make some noise.
And he knocks down the first one.
Come on, let's hear it for your...
And Leonard drops them both. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Now here's Bane. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. George with it. He's picked up by Bane. Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Here's Morant, the double clutch. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
I thought for sure the defense was going to send that one back, but he somehow got that one up, over the D and in.
Jackson against Leonard. Pass to Zubats. No good that time. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Here's Morant. There's the drive.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
To the middle. Here's Zubats. Another shot. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Morant. Adams inside. Zubats there. Back to Adams. Rejected by George. And so it's Memphis closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
What they've done is they've looked to push the pace and transition early, and it's paid dividends with their fast break points.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
On the court for Memphis, they've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with Luke Kennard. John Conchar is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at the 4.
There's the response. Kawhi rarely changes expression, but you know what he's thinking. I got your back. From an early age, Terrence Mann has been around hoops. His mom was a long-time college head coach and now an assistant in the WNBA.
Conchar, good.
and both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's George. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Well, for a kid growing up like Man did, institutional knowledge, having a parent as a coach.
It's a gift, BA. The ability to play hoops with someone who knows what they're talking about. Terrence is such a skilled player, and he puts in the work. And listen to your mom, young fellas.
5 to shoot. Shoots. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Covington. Gordon, he's checked in for Leonard, and it's Highland in for George. Jones misses. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And for Mann, proving he belongs earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
NBA, I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
Jones misses.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now here's Kennard. 5 points in the game. Down low. And the basket by Clark.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Inside, Batum. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Here's Aldama. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Jones misses.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for the Clippers. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from 3.
And the Grizzlies with possession here, following the score by the Clippers. Pass to Aldama. Shot from the top of the key. Jones misses.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And the shot is good by Westbrook. And it's now only a 1-point Memphis lead.
Right at the basket is where Westbrook wants to be. He is fearless about going inside.
Clark. Jones in the post, guarded by Batum. Jones misses.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Gordon can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. To the inside. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Westbrook, the pass to Plumlee. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the Clippers call time here. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
And Morant gets it to go.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And so
Put your hands together and get for the Jabberwockies.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
First team.
And here are the Grizzlies now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Morant.
Walking foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his third personal foul. Second team foul.
The Clippers on D. 6-point game. Here's Morant. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two on Robert Covington.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Well, Smitty, with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Here's Morant after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
The free throw drops for Morant.
Shooting for Memphis.
And Morant drops them both. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. George outside. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Left side Bane. Now here's Jackson. Back to Bane. Outside for Morant. 4 on the clock. And then Morant with the jam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here's Covington. Covington, a screen on Bane. George. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Desmond Bane. First one falls for him. George hits them both.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
Adams a screen, and it's Morant. Oh! Get you some!
Show us some power!
Nice!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And it's Brooks missing.
And see, he had his momentum going forward, but really didn't need to lean in there. He was wide open.
Leonard against Jackson. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
This is why you love to run the offense through Leonard. Have to play him to score. That opens up passing lanes.
Bane, the pass to Jackson. Over Covington. Leans inside. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard outside. And there's 1:45 left in the third. Pass to George. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Jackson outside. Adams with the ball. Back to Jackson. On the wing, Bane. George defending. And he goes in for the dunk.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bane getting off the ground with ease.
Pass to Covington. Back to man. Inside. Kicks it to George. Stolen by Jackson. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
High-effort, fast break plays. They have been very effective for them in this game. Generate a lot of points for them.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
Morris, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Highland comes in for man. Here's Leonard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Desmond Bane.
Leonard has a great feel for when the defender is just a little out of position.
And Leonard drops them both. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Pass to Adams. Morant against Leonard. Clock at 6. Jackson with a screen on George. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. The Clippers have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Leonard passes to Zubac. Back to Leonard. And here's Zubac. And stolen by Morant. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies out in front. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the 1. And the basket by Highland.
They might be behind, but you can't blame him. He has been spectacular so far in this one.
Pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. Morant, he's open. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
George left side. Leonard outside. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Right side Bane. 19-footer. Count that one. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
The team trusts Bane to hunt shots and not to waste touches.
Leonard passes to George for 3. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Morris. Here's Highland. Pass to Zubac. And a missed layup. Bane with it. Guarded now by George. The open shot by Brooks. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Morant. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Brooks. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. The offensive rebound. He goes up again, and it's laid up and in by Leonard. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Look at Leonard outworking the defense, beating them to the rebound and finishing strong.
Back to Brooks. Pass to Bain. There's the three. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Now here's George. Here's Highland. Back to Morris. Oh, Morant with the block.
Flying around the court, Morant can block shots both on ball and in help.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Memphis has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Outside for Brooks. On the wing, Brooks. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
Not just a floor spacer. Dillon will take the mid-range jumper if you give it to him.
Leonard outside. George right side. It's George on the wing. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Go back up on Morant.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Ooh, solid D from Leonard. Here's George, and the jam by George.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
And he's going to get called there for the technical foul, hanging on the rim.
Yeah, a little too enthusiastic on the slam. You want guys playing with emotion, but there's a limit to how far you can take it before it hurts the team.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Floats one up. Count it. Morant's got 35 in the game.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 14. 3 seconds left in the fourth. All right, guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And so it's the Grizzlies taking